Hey, it's Lucky Star Pie, and this is my M103 game on El Haluf. The M103 in this game has all the packages and is just waiting to evolve into an E5. Not wanting to be caught sniping from base, I fled the base area, despite, how tempting it is to just sit there and snipe people when they run out into the open, and went over to the brawling area in A1. Of course, everything is faster than the M103 for some reason. It's okay, I can handle it. In any case, everything was going as expected. The team was putting themselves in good positions. As you can see, we have the snipers by our base. And we have all the fun little mediums running ahead. And artillery was pretty much stationary, so I assume they're already in position. Except for that one. Okay, well, that one moved. So we made it pretty far, and then we get a couple spots, and we see they pushed really hard across that top section. First note, enemy artillery, at least one of them, is an equalizer using the barrage mode. Every time I see that, I'm like, okay, just gotta remember that. This guy's toast. I don't even have to fire me. I don't know what he was expecting to live from. So we seem to have already pushed those two people back. A couple people fell back. I had one guy with me going this way. And then I see on the map, those guys get spotted up. And I'm like, great, I've seen this 1,000 times. They're going to overpush, we're going to get eaten alive, and that's it. We're toast. And then I realized that they're kind of stuck. And we do a pretty good job of just kind of keeping them there. And this is when I realized I like the M103. This was also one of the few games that I still wasn't sure if we were winning. Normally you can tell a couple minutes in. And then there's that bone shaker, which I never see in game. And so every time I do, I go, oh, how do I shoot that thing? I mean, that was just nice peeking out, finishing him off. And at this point, you can see by the numbers, they weren't even necessarily in that terrible of a position. They just couldn't fix it. They couldn't take back when they pushed too hard. And then that was it. We just cleaned them up. I'm not gonna lie, but that equalizer, I don't know how not a single shot penned me. Like, every single one went wild. So at that point, I decided to kind of head back to the base and then see what was going on over there, because I had seen something flash up before. And what was going on over there was a T-20 making his way over to pick on our little A-44. And luckily, still on that side. I was on my way over in like a minute. I don't think I'm on my way over there yet. But as you can see from where he is, this guy pushed all the way up thinking he was just going to kind of rush over and kill him. But he exposed his backside to the tank destroyer in the medium over by H3. Which was unfortunate for him because he caught fire. And even still, this was pretty neck and neck. But luckily the T-20 went down and our A-44 survived. And then meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we had the rest of our little team train just kind of pushing along that back edge over to their base for the remaining heavy and square. I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little worried when I was watching the game because I can't see really what's going on the map. You know, like you can't always see what's happening in the moment. You just kind of read the map and hope for the best. So when I saw all of our team just kind of bunch up there at like A5, A6, and then stop moving, I'm like, no, please keep moving. But they did. No, they did a great job. That heavy ended up running. They pushed all the way through. And then we got a nice little hello from artillery and boop, a little goodbye from artillery. And then all that needed to be swept up was the remaining equalizer. Now the equalizer did the best thing I think he could have done in that situation, which is something to always keep in mind. A lot of times people see what's happening and they just kind of rush forward to get it over with or whatnot. And what the equalizer did was he took the fight, knowing he was at a severe disadvantage, he took the fight to a spot where he would be able to kind of have some sort of an advantage. And then that would be that right-hand side, right by the edge there behind that rock. Which, if you play artillery, you are familiar with this rock. And if you hunt artillery, you are familiar with this rock. If you die by artillery, you might not be familiar with this rock. And there's the dreadnought coming in for him. And by the time the dreadnought spotted him, he was already so far. And he had his kind of backside and everything to him. It was a real shame. And it was a real shame. I felt really, really bad. That equalizer got robbed. All 4 hits left him with 6 health. 6 health. Oh, I would cry. I would absolutely cry. But it was a really good game. And there I am. 2nd place. I think that was one of my best damage games at 3,700 damage for raw damage in the M103. It just looks so cute, doesn't it? Look at it over there. And GG to the other people as well. That was my M103 game. As I look back on the M103 grind, that has to be my favorite game. It was the only game I ever felt RNG just liked me, and that was nice. It was a nice feeling. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about it and walking you through it. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you out there, Commanders.